the people with the backwards attitude, pointing fingers, and that's a bad excuse for sitting on your ass when you complain. It's two things that you don't want to change. You ain't got no time for me, and I ain't got no sympathy for you.
You so black. You so black. When you smile, the stars come out. You so black. When you born, the God come out. Black is not. Black when it's wrong and black when it's right. Black is pyramids and mathematics. Black is melanized and magic. Black is televised and in need of drastic black advancement. Black enhances, black with chances, black with privilege, black with pride, black on purpose on the black hand side. Black and beautiful, black and blessed and highly favored. Praise the Lord, black and blessed. Black and so much more, black and nothing less. Black and educated. Black is brilliance. Black is strong. Black is resilience. Black is song. Black is infinite, like hip-hop or space. Black is grace.
Hello, my people. So glad that I am able to come back today and say hello, hello, hello. So, I have been having a real busy last couple of weeks, so I apologize for taking so long to get this video done. I had attempted to lay down some footage the other day, and to be honest with you, I didn't like any of it. So, here I am again, retake 2, 3, and 4. But honestly, I'm glad, again, that it happened the way that it did, because it gave me a chance to sit back, reflect, and really think about what I wanted to do in this follow-up video to the other one. So I came to the conclusion that I'm going to have to address a couple of things before I can really move forward, because it's disturbing my spirit, and it wouldn't be me to just not address it. Now, some of you might not know anything about what I would be talking about, but hopefully in the way that I discuss it, you'll be able to understand not necessarily the people involved if you're not familiar with what's been going on in these YouTube streets, at least in a section of YouTube streets. But I think you might understand the flavor of what I want to discuss. So, with that being said, one of the things I want to talk about is basically the title of the video being these YouTube streets and all the drama. And it's kind of interesting to me because, again, I was basically just a regular YouTuber, just looking at channels and information just like anybody else. I mean, I've been on, looking at things on YouTube or interacting with social media for a while now, but I'd always been on YouTube for a long time. I didn't always used to know what subscribing meant, or I didn't set my channel up at that time because, again, I was just popping in and out, watch a couple of things here and there, but that was about my extent. And then I started getting more interested in watching the programs on YouTube than I did on regular TV because, hell, trust me, we're going to get to what's been going on in society as a whole, probably in a whole nother video, because there's a lot to talk about. So, like I said, it's been an interesting couple of weeks since I made those last videos. And when I say there's been a lot of hot topics, honey, we got R. Kelly crying.
Now it's back with some music from R. Kelly, Prison Blues.
Put some money on my commissary, little Debbie, snack some Twizzlers and give me a burrito wrap. I need some commissary, I need some snacks. I don't hate to be rude, but I don't really like dudes. I need you to back up, bro. Hey, back up. Come on, man. I'm a man and you're a boy. Toot, ain't getting none of this beef. Whoa, somebody help me. I don't want to do this mugshot. Come on. Help me. Somebody help me. I need a night light. Somebody turn the lights on. It's scary in here. I wish I could fly. Like, just give me some wings and let me fly away from this problem. Get me out of here. I'm trying to. Go!
I said I was going to get into that later, and I will. But thinking about these YouTube streets and thinking about all the drama that I'm seeing carrying out on a daily basis. Well, maybe not seeing, because me, myself, when something is extremely negative or I just can't get with it, I choose not to watch it. I don't, entertain myself by watching things that don't make me feel good. And so if it doesn't make me feel good, or I just feel like it's a bunch of, for lack of a better word, crap. Yeah, crap. That's a good word. Try not to cuss. Okay? I'm trying to keep it. And if I do, please excuse me. I'm only human. I'm trying to work on myself. I've already said it before. If you don't remember, there's a
Don't know why you bitches hate. I'm always in my own lane. Stay in your place, don't come for me, because I am not growing.
It fits. So, that being said, I've been watching these YouTube streets and I saw a drastic change in it. And basically, I just equated to a lot of negative energy. And to me, it's sad. It's really, really sad to see just the implosion of not everyone, just a select few people. And looking at where the source of all that happened and how long ago it started, I'm just surprised at the outcome that I see tumbling down right now, because it's like, you would think that we would be a little bit better, but people learn at a different rate. People think different ways. I mean, hell, it's society. It's just the way of the world. We'd like to find resolutions to these things because they're so idiotic, time-consuming, energy-draining. And then I thought to myself that, you're not going to get past it. You're not going to be able to make a video if you just don't talk about it. Say what's on your mind. Because apparently, there's some people out there that have been watching you just like you watch everybody else. See, I don't have, except 1 degree. Proud of it. Proud of accomplishing that. I have a certification. I was proud of that too. But what I do bank on, what I use in order to help guide me through life as it is my life experience. And I have a lot of that. I don't know if I mentioned it, 46. Proud to be 46. Sure, I would like to accomplish more things and be at a certain level more than where I am now. But I'll get there.
Have I let
started out wanting to do a channel because I was trying to figure out the social media marketing genre in order to further my online business, which we'll talk about later. Because I don't want to get too far off the topic of what I'm trying to express right now. Still want to try and edit myself and be able to concisely deliver what I want to give you without a whole lot of preamble. This YouTube drama, and not mentioning names, but just draw some conclusions that I've come up with that just helps me try to understand what the heck I'm seeing. You know, I started hearing words lately about empowerment, and then when I researched and asked, well, who's in this empowerment group? Sounds like a good thing to do. I mean, we should be empowering each other if we can. First, we should start with ourselves and empower ourselves, but yeah, we should be empowering each other. I think nothing wrong with that. But then I heard about who the cast of characters were, and I just thought to myself, how are you empowering anybody when you've been some of the same ones in the cast?
Something from this. When you go to bed at night, you lay there and you take responsibility for yourself, because nobody's going to take responsibility for you. You roll in your eyes and you act like this because you've heard it all before. You've heard it all before. You don't know where the hell I come from. You have no idea what I've been through. But I'm not a victim. I grow from it and I learn. Take responsibility for yourself.
You show me a pattern of behavior. Then I start analyzing that pattern of behavior in order to see if I can understand the root and the cause of whatever the issue or the question or the topic I'm trying to solve at hand is about. And I think that has a little bit to do with what I used to do, because I had a certification, as I said, and it's a paralegal certification. So researching and finding facts has been a big part of my life, where I find facts, but also trying to grow as a person. I rely on different content and different things that I find in my life that encourage or bolster the idea that I have for myself. And it's always a positive image for me, and also the things around me, because, you know, I will be affected by whatever is surrounding me. So I try and surround myself with positive energy as well.
Some dude, one of the drivers who takes us from point A to point B on this project that I'm working on, was like, yo, black women, they're the hardest to deal with, man. They're the most fucked up version of a woman you can have. I say, whoa, wait, no. You talking to the wrong person, man. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's the most beautiful aspect of black women is that they've been through the most shit you can go through in this country. You know what I mean? They really have been through the most shit. And that's a beautiful thing. That's something that you, that should empower you to be a better version than what the fuck you are. Instead of having you feel beat down by it, it empowers you to be better. So, the woman that's been through the most, that's the one I want on my side. Because then she understand, when I go through some shit, she know how to deal with the shit. Because she done been through it all. And that's a beautiful thing. Don't ever throw them in the back burner like they fucked up because you can't understand what the fuck they went through. That's bitch nigga shit. And
So, you know, imagine my distress as this toxin seemed to seep into the sections of YouTube that I like to watch. More like the people, you know. Let's be honest, I'm a black woman. I like to see positive images of people who look like me. person or the content creator is someone that draws my attention. They draw me to them. You have to have something or something about that person that says to you, oh, they're interesting. I want to see more about what they're talking about. Either the content or the name or the title, something drew your interest. And that's the same thing I said about some of the earlier content creators that I used to watch. Something about them that drew my interest, and I just thought to myself, oh my goodness, such a charismatic personality, you know, someone that is just being themselves, someone I feel a connection to, you know? So it's not that I know these people personally, well, not all of them. Some I do. But in the beginnings, when I was just a content creator, just like anybody else, not a content creator. Did I say content creator? Girl? Did I say girl? I really don't know who's watching me right now. So, hey y'all, hey. So, I don't know who all is, but
hello, Clarice.
my peoples. You know what I mean? It's like when you see someone over a course of time and you know, someone that you watch constantly or you start to develop this thing where you feel as if you know them or you're comfortable with them. And I'm just, like I said, earlier ones, I don't know them. They don't know me, I don't know them, but I enjoyed them up until a certain point. And that's when everything just kind of went to the left, got knocked to the right. And the birth of this YouTube beef drama started, and I have sat back and watched developments of certain sectors of people, and I have come to the conclusion that it's sad. It's point blank period, it's just sad. See, in my mind, if you talk about empowering people or how you admire black women or you're about uplifting people, if every time I see or even try to review your content, the first thing I hear is some negative talk about some things that happen behind the scenes. Like, there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that nobody even knows about. Nor do we even care. We just want it to work. I start seeing this phenomenon of all these things that supposedly are happening behind the scenes becoming content. And not just content, it became like high school contest. And I don't even want to say and these grown people just slinging mud and casting stones and throwing rocks and hiding behind cars. Hell, some of them throwing rocks and hiding behind houses. But these are the same people now that want to say they want to empower. These are the same people who are always victims. You know that type of person?
Why are you calling the cops right now?
Hi,
Because
can you
I
come
told
to
you I
the
wasn't
north of
leaving the
Attleboro
park
Dog Park?
because
This
my
guy
dog
is
was
verbally
humping your
assaulting me
dog.
right now.
I'm not verbally assaulting you. I told you I'm not leaving.
The Attleboro Dog Park.
That's inappropriate for the dog park.
No, it's not.
I know it's
Dogs
normal.
humping each other and she's calling the cops because my dog humped her dog. Every dog, I've seen everything.
That whole do as I say but not as I do. If you say you're not going to talk about something, you don't want to talk about something, you're going to change your content, then why must you then go back and talk about it anyway? I just learned about doxing. So you got people who want to dox people. You have people who want to put out someone's information. So then what became something that should have stayed in YouTube or on YouTube or in the realm of what we call this live entertainment is now being played out in real life and affecting people in real ways that I find appalling. But it is, it's about the actions that I'm just looking at and I'm seeing and I'm trying to figure out what the hell? What is wrong with you people? Like, everyone that might be getting dragged, some of them warrant the dragging. And I'm gonna tell you why. When you get to the point where you just get connected to someone, it's hard for you to see them do things that you know they know are not right. You know that that person is not telling the truth. It's like you get angry that they keep slapping BS in your face and telling you that you should just listen to them. No research, no rhyme, no reason. Will sit there and contradict every daggone thing they say. Sometimes will lie, will tell a lie in the same damn sentence when it's like it's mind-boggling. And the funny thing is, it's not just YouTube streets. We have to deal with that right now with someone who I call 45.
Mr. Trump, you took an oath, just as I did 5 days ago, to protect and defend the Constitution and the American people. Sir, you dishonor that oath. You devalue the life of the immigrant, the worker, and the survivor. I see right through you, and so do the American people. This has nothing to do with border security. Your shutdown, another Trump-generated crisis, has brought a tsunami of hurt to the American people. So today I rise to lift the voices of the unheard. I rise today on behalf of the families concerned about feeding their children because their WIC benefits will run dry. I rise today in solidarity with the thousands of workers with calloused hands and broken spirits working for no pay. I rise today in support of the survivor fleeing violent hands, seeking safety only to find the shelter door locked because of your shutdown. I rise today in support of the American people who believe in the promise of this nation and ask for honest pay for an honest day's work. Today I rise as one and I stand as thousands.
Presiding over the country, making decisions, making rash judgments. It hurts more because, well, I feel more connected to you because, hey, we should all be sisters. We should all be family. And if you look like me, I'm going to root for you.
Black eye, black hair, black skin, black queen, stand majestic with the black king. Today I sing you a black song. You need to hear about beautiful black things, cause most time we hear about black, we hear about black magic and black witches. Black list, black book, black market, Black Fridays, pen off your black riches. I never seen a doctor in black or seen no black pill for cure no black people. But I've seen bush doctors like Tash and Marley resurrect like a real black beetle. Malcolm, Marcus, Martin. When you see Walter Rodney asking, oh, you not hear about how we laughed him. So when the little offspring asking, tell them they never told us that black is beautiful. They never told us that black is beauty. They never told us that black is beautiful. They never told us. They never told us that black is beautiful.
Society and the world has kept their foot on the neck of people who look like me for nearly 400 years.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with, and this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
beautiful, charismatic people who are so bogged down with that crab and barrel mentality that they would rather destroy someone else's dream. They would rather trample upon it. And I'm not just talking about the content creators. I'm also talking about the subs and the people that follow that type of energy. You have people out there taking their time to go and dig up all kinds of information about people so they can put it on blast on these internet streets. Baby, I wish you would.
I just might pull out the fire pop off from the job we both confided. Don't you hear me talking, baby? Under the class of my project, baby. Oh, don't be. Don't you know I'm with the sheep?
Because to me, that's a sad existence if what you need to do to build yourself up is to tear somebody else down. But the message is still the same. If you have to tear someone else down, if in order to make you feel good, you must seek to destroy someone else, that's not empowerment. That's not uplifting. That's called a contradiction. Because if you have a platform that you're utilizing to keep stirring up some mess, not to solve anything, but to just keep digging that same negative energy into the carpet, I've come to realize that that's not something I want to watch. I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to be over there with you doing that because it doesn't work for me. The energy is off. It's not helping me grow. It's not making me want to do anything. It's not making me want to change anything. I got wrapped up in that stuff and I started saying to myself, you know what?
You gotta look
fact that I was rooting for you.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
We have so many people doing so many negative things that we have no control over. And if we have a chance to have a control over a little piece of something, why is it that we can't go toward the positive end of that spectrum instead of the negative end of that spectrum?
I will take up the struggle. Oh, I know it's fine. So I'll fight like that war for you. I'll fight, stand and defend you. I'll have your back when your back's against the wall. I'll catch your tears when your tears fall. Give it all I won't give. I'll give it all I won't give up the fight. I'll fight. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Take your side. Take your side. Take your side.
Because to end this video off, I want to show you like things that I find beautiful, what I look for to keep my battery going, to keep me uplifted, and just little things that crack me up so that I can get a little giggle and a chuckle.
In a rush, pass me the keys to the truck. Yo. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Oh na na. Everyone's wrong in love sometimes. I don't know about you, but it ain't a crime. Listen, tell me what you really wanna do. Tell me what you really wanna do. Tell me what you really wanna do. Tell me, little girl, hey, I don't have me like no. And if you really want me, let me go. And if you don't love me, let it go. I was gonna cook up on the grill and then I get high, yeah. I was gonna cook up all the food and then I get high, yeah. I was gonna burn all the rice and I know why, yeah.
Okay, babe, story time. You ready?
Hit me.
All right, so Oprah Winfrey, Donald Trump, Barack Obama, and a little girl were on a plane. Well, the plane was having problems, and there were 3 parachutes on the plane. Oprah said, well, I'm the richest woman in the world, so I'm getting one. She took the parachute and jumped out of the plane. Trump said, well, I'm the president, so I get one. And he jumped off the plane. Obama looked at the little girl and said, my dear, you are the future, so you take the last parachute and save yourself. The little girl looked at Obama and said, no, we both get one, because Trump took my book bag.
Good. Nice.
End story.